Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. If you happen to be stopping in for the very first time, my name is Chuck. I am a LTL driver for a company called Estes Express. Here's one of our LTs next to me here. I'm in the line haul division, what we call the extra board side of it, where I leave my home terminal on Tuesday evenings, Tuesday night, and then I usually return home, pre-dawn Sunday morning. Usually Saturday night, I'm headed back home. So we're gone from our homes for 4 days, 5 nights is the way I look at it. And then, usually about 2.5 days off or so. But we are here in Memphis, Tennessee. And last night I came from Tulsa down here to Memphis. I went up to Jackson, Tennessee, which is only about 80 miles away, and then brought some freight back to Memphis. And now they've got me planned on a van, which is nice, or what we call a 53-foot trailer, going from here to Fort Worth, Texas. So it's like 505 miles, somewhere in there. So that's probably going to take a full drive shift, even though I can do more miles than that, unless they have something there at Fort Worth going over to Dallas or something like that. Maybe I might be able to pick up something there at the very end to shuttle over there. But, we're going to hit that Dallas traffic about that time. But we'll kind of see what happens when we get there. This is the first time I've been to the Fort Worth terminal in a long time. I did cover a bid run out of our terminal that went down to Fort Worth last year. A lot has changed in that terminal. They're no longer a hub, so there's not as many people that get crammed into there. So yeah, that's going to be it. This is kind of nice when you have a real long trip like this versus maybe hitting multiple terminals in a night. This one, I'm probably going to drive 250 miles, maybe 300 miles. I'll probably stop and take my 30-minute break at a Love's, and then journey on to Fort Worth, try to get there. I'll probably leave. It's 8:11 now. It's probably going to be 9 o'clock before I get over the terminal and get out of there, because I'll be able to hook up pretty quick. So yes, I know. Idle shut down. but yeah, I tried to get my truck worked on. The preventive maintenance is due on it, the PM. But all these shops, I called the Dallas shop. I went and talked to the guys here at Memphis. They're all like 35 trucks, waiting to be taken care of. So looks like my truck is gonna be gone next week. It's scheduled to go up to Kansas City on Monday. So all of next week, I don't know what I'll be driving. So we'll see what happens there. We don't have dedicated, spares at our terminal. So sometimes you just got to take a twin screw, whatever's available. But I try to bring you along when I can so you can kind of see what this journey is like. This is a typical time that you would get out of a terminal. Between 9 and 10 is pretty common. My 10 hours was up like at 7 o'clock. But, sometimes you got to wait for the city and the freight and everything else to get loaded, and then at that point you can get going. So guys, we'll see you along the journey here. All right, we got our paperwork here. Our trailer's right over here, according to the GPS here. Trailer 525665. Right there she is. I'm telling you, having the trailer locator ability for the vast majority of our equipment is such a lifesaver. I mean, it is. I remember there was times when when I've done line haul in the past, we didn't have this capability, and you would have to just go literally drive around this whole yard looking for and you go to these massive yards like Dallas or Memphis or Juliet or St. Louis or something like that. You could be there for a long time looking for your equipment. This right here makes everything so much faster. I did forget my gloves, guys, so I'm having to wipe my hands down every time I get in the truck. Now, I always put one of these in underneath my pigtail there because sometimes there's some gap and that thing will lean down a little bit and you'll lose some connection. Good and locked in. Go around and check everything. Huge shout out to the guy that I met. And I try not to mention people's names or, you know, if I see their names on their shirts or something, but he's a gentleman that has been with Estes since November, and he came over because of the videos that he watched of mine and also Chris over at Freight Hauler 87. He said, you know, I was OTR, and he goes, this has been the best change. He goes, I'm loving it. And I said, you know, you're exactly the reason why me and Chris make the videos that we make. Make sure all the cross members are good, nothing's really bent up down there or anything like that. And so, yeah, constantly meeting people at the terminals that say, Chuck, you know, I appreciate you and Chris making those videos, and, you know, yes, we make them for entertainment, but we also make them because we want to help people. All right, we got everything set out. We're self-dispatch, so I sent all the information in, got the verification. We're ready to rock and roll. Again, we're going to get there at 8:05 in the morning, or we're going to get there in 8 hours and 5 minutes at 5:07 a.m. But that's probably going to be later than that because I'm going to stop and take a 30-minute break. So probably around 6 o'clock. 6:30 we should be getting to the terminal there in Fort Worth. 501 miles. It's 9:02 right now. So yeah, we did 584 miles yesterday. I may get to Fort Worth. They may send me over to Dallas if because I'm gonna have 8. I'll have 3 hours, so they may just send me. They could send me to Oklahoma City from Fort Worth. There's a couple of different places I can make it to. But yeah, all right, guys. We'll see you. We'll see you on the road. Alright, guys, we've arrived here in Fort Worth, Texas. The terminal's just up here on the right. Yeah, I can already tell it's 100 times. I used to come into this terminal and we'd have trailers parked out here on this main thoroughfare here, this Lone Star Boulevard.
Arriving at Fort Worth SWT 184.
Yeah, wow. This looks a lot different. This is one of it's one of y'all's trailers?
Yeah, 55 door.
The 5-door?
55.
55? Right there. little tight. We got it in there though. Look at there, ladies and gents. Alright, well, there ain't much room in here, but you can make it work. Alright guys, I'm gonna call Central and see if there's something else they're gonna have me do here. I got about 3 hours left on my clock. Let's check here. Yeah, 3 hours and 10 minutes, so I'm gonna shoot them a call and see what we can do here. Alright, we are ready to go. We've got set up with some empty trailers that are going over to Dallas. That's pretty common for them to do that when you come over here to Fort Worth, just because there's a whole lot more freight over in Dallas because it's a break bulk. And so after my 10-hour break, it's going to be a whole lot easier to get me out of there going, you know, Houston, San Antonio, Albuquerque. I mean, there's all kinds of places I can go tomorrow when I get up.
Arriving at Dallas ELT 89 on the right.
Alright, we made it to our home away from home. Well, we got several home away from homes. Dallas and Memphis seem to be our home away from home. we visit these terminals quite often. Now, I've got this set of empties, so when I get down here, I'm going to try to park them down here where this other set is down here, if I can. Now, if I can't, then I'll take them around, put them on the drop pad, but put a note on it that they're empties, which it looks like I should be able to. Because what this helps out is got people come through here, and these trailers are either pass-throughs or they are empties. So we'll put this right here. Go ahead. Alright, that should have them out of the way. somebody can grab these. We're gonna go on break. We're gonna start our 10-hour break. And then basically what that will do is it will put me in a queue of drivers. So what that will do is put me in a queue. Central Dispatch knows what time I'm starting my break, and they'll know how to, what time they can kind of pre-plan me. I'm gonna go over here and get some fuel. So we're down to almost a quarter tank. And we're gonna hit the hotel. Already grabbed me some Subway, so I'll have some Subway for breakfast. Kind of like Chris. Some of you may follow his channel. He's all about that Subway. Here's our fuel island. We got 2 fuel islands here. 2 big old fuel containers there. So guys, I think this is probably going to end this video. I want to thank you for coming along, spending a few moments with me, setting shotgun, even though there's stuff in your seat over there. Who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll drive a sleeper. But guys, until I see you at the next video, I hope each and every one of you have a blessed rest of your day. And remember this, life is truly short. Make sure you make it sweet. Peace.